my name is Cupicate and welcome back to our WolfQuest series with Kiba and her beautiful boy Bane. So we have just got them into their den. We're about to age Kiba to 3 years old, which means Bane is gonna be 5. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and see what perks we can give her. Okay. So I went ahead and I gave her more strength and less stamina when I created her. So we could try and give her more strength to keep up with the fact that she has less stamina. We could give her more health so she has more survivability, more speed, obviously makes her faster. Or we could try and counteract that stamina in order to give her a 0, which means she's just par with regular. She doesn't have any ups or downs. Or we can do 2 of those with 1 of the clout. Although I think because she never got to be a mama in real life, because I got her fixed, which was the right thing to do. I was gonna breed Kiba because I wanted to keep her line in my family, but I never had the finances, which would have been really irresponsible of me to try and get her pregnant when I couldn't afford vet bills for her or the puppies. And I was never in a place where I could handle that amount of animals because most of the places we were in were rentals and they're picky about how many dogs you can have, understandably so. So I got her fixed. It'll help her live longer and it also keeps her safe. It keeps animal shelters from getting more full. So it was the right thing to do, but no, she never got to be a parent. So I kind of want her to have the fun parent trait so that she can be the fun parent I think she would have been had she been a mama. And I also want to give her youthful prowess because it comes with so many perks, especially the one where sick pups are more likely to recover. It is really hard to lose a puppy from sickness. It makes you feel powerless. It will happen though. I mean, sometimes they won't recover. I also like that the competitors are more frightened when you snarl or growl. I think that's great, especially since our power couple is going to be fighting off wolves anyway. Might as well have this happen. So I think I'm going to go with strength to give her just a little more edge on getting food for her, her mate, and her babies. Okay? We're about to advance to age 3 and see how many puppies we have. So I wonder how many people guessed correctly. I have no idea. I really don't, so. All right. If you advance in age, you will have these new perks for the coming year. You cannot go back to your younger self. Are you sure? Yes, we are sure. This is what we want to go with. Oh! So we only had 3. Only 3 little babies. And they are all males. Oh my goodness. Okay. Interesting. So I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. So 3 little boys. Okay. So I've thought about names. I know for sure I want to name one Teo, which is short for Ask You a Teo, which I believe is Cherokee for the one who watches. And that's a name that we've actually, me and my hubby, have set aside to name our next dog, whatever that may be. I'm hoping another husky because I love my girl. But yes, Ask You a Teo, but we're going to just do Teo for short so I don't have to say the long one every time. I think our next little male, I think we're going to name him Aspen. And that's because I really, really love the aspen trees that are here in Colorado. It was one of the things I fell in love with when I first moved here for hubby. And we got to take our engagement photos among the aspens here. And so they hold a special place in my heart. So I felt Aspen was an appropriate name. And for our last male, I think what I am going to do is name him, oof, it's tough. I think I'm going to name him, I had so many picked out, and now suddenly I'm stuttering. Okay, I'm gonna adjust myself in my chair. Let's think about this. I couldn't name him after another tree. I love trees. I think we will name this one Yeah. We're going to name this one Mikhail. And the reason we're going to do that is because the first son, if I get to have a baby boy of my own, I want to name him Mikhail. So we're going to go with that. All right. So Teo, Aspen, and Mikhail. Now 4 weeks old, your pups are too big for the den as they spend their days playing outdoors, socializing with them with playful emotes to increase the affinity or closeness of your family pack. If they're playful, play with them. If they're hungry, feed them. If they stray too far from the den, go get them. Pups mostly eat meat regurgitated by you and your mate. Soon they will be weaned, depending on you to bring them food. You must also protect them from predators who may see a wolf pup as an easy target. Keep feeding your pups until they reach 15 pounds. Then you'll be able to go to the rendezvous site. Okay. And this is kind of telling you how to do it. N allows you to see their names, so we will be pressing that button so we can see who's who. Let's see. Hunting, let's see. We'll have to use our emotes so we can wolf them into the den or call them out with a whine. And it gives us other playful emotes so that we can play with them. All right, so let's press N. All right, so Teo looks to be a sweet little gray boy. Hello, Teo. Aspen. Oh, Aspen's got touches of brown. I will say these coats almost don't matter. Sometimes they're surprising. So we didn't get the rare white coat, but that is okay with me. Oh, this is going to be an easy playthrough, guys. Only 3 little babies. I've played through the accurate setting with 7 pups before and have not lost a single pup. It was the hardest, most stressful playthrough I ever had, but once I was over and they had survived and got to 20 pounds and everything was awesome, I felt so good. I was like, yes, I did it. All right, Mikhail. There you go, baby. Everybody get nice and full and we'll do some playtime. Okay, let's do a pounce. Pouncey, pouncey. Oh, we got Teo's very confident. You saw his tail go up. He's showing that he's extremely confident. He might actually be showing some alpha tendencies. This will be important when we're picking an heir to the Snagglefang pack. So let's go ahead and give them a peek in the tab button. So they're all really full right now. We don't have a runt. They're all just a really great even size. So even though we only had 3 pups, they seem extremely healthy, very happy. They all took very much after their father with their dark coloring. Oh, I thought for sure he was gonna pick the bear up. I thought for sure. Oh, he did! Did you guys see that? Did you see him pick up the bear? Teo, where do you think you're going? Okay, we can stop running. We don't have to run right now. Aw, why aren't you guys playing with each other? Come play. Come play. Let's play together. Yeah, play with the bear. There he goes. Oh my goodness. Hi, Mikhail. You want to roll with me, buddy? Let's roll. Let's roll. Teo, don't go too far. Don't go too far, Teo. Bane, will you go get Teo? Where are you going? Where do you think you are going? I don't think so. You have gone way too far. Let me see you. Oh, he's still holding onto the bear. That's great. Okay, let's put you down. How's our affinity? Almost there. Let's do a little howl together. Will they howl? Oh. Did you hear that? Just a little me. It almost sounded like a meow. I almost thought Faye was at the door, our cat. Okay, we're at 100%, so now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna use our voice and we're gonna tell our babies to go home so that we can go hunting for them and ourselves. We're pretty hungry right now. Oh, you guys, our little family. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna call Bane to us so that he can come help us hunt. And it looks like I can already smell some mule deer, and in fact, I see where they went. So we might go ahead and give them a follow. Elk is always a little better because it lasts longer and we can always go back to the carcass later, but this might be a really quick meal since we already smell their tracks. Here we go. Oh, I smell another den, but we probably found that den. Oh, did they deviate? Hold on. I saw a change here. They did. No, this is 2 hours. That's a long time. Nope. That's not what we want. What about up here? Okay, these are the ones that came down 2 hours ago. So let's follow these. An hour and a half. That's not too bad. Oh. Following tracks can be a little stressful. Oop. Wait, where? Where? Oh, I see. Okay. It looks like they found us too, so. Is that a buck? I don't want a buck. Is that a buck? Bucks are so hard to catch up to. No! Come on, Bane. No, I think this is a mom. Huh. There we go. Oh, and she's a little hurt. Okay, let's let go. Hopefully Bane will catch her and we'll be able to catch up with a little more stamina. Come on, Bane. Okay, he may not be very fast. I actually didn't check his stats. Silly me. Come on. Oh man, she's just booking it. Mule deer are so hard to catch up to, especially when they don't have anything really stopping them. Bummer. We might have to let her go because she'll just wear us out faster than she'll give us food. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Gosh, she's just so fast. No, right into the water. Aww. Man, she was smart. Okay, well, what else can we smell? She was extremely smart. She knew the water would save her. We could try and get one of these too. But, oh, they are rough to get. Oh, okay, come on, Bane. Come help me. Come help me. Oh, she hurt me kind of bad there. Or there's an elk herd. We could just get elk. That might actually be easier. Oh, don't hurt me. I just want this deer. Why are you saving the deer? Run. Just run. Get out of my face. There we go. Okay, we got her. Come on, Bane. Oh, oh, no, no, no! We're out of stamina too, no! Okay, okay, okay. Come on, Bane. If you get her, I can get her. Alright. Oh, stamina, stamina. Oh, he got her. Yay. Thank goodness he's such a good hunter. We would be in big trouble if he wasn't a good hunter. I think we got unnecessarily hurt from that though, because we ran straight into an elk herd. But this should fill us up really, really good. Really good. Our power couple has still got it. And then we could just grab a meat chunk from this deer. Perfect. Did Bane eat enough? Oh yeah, he is all the way full. I kind of want to see... No, I don't want to rename Bane. I kind of want to see... I thought there was a way I could see his stats. I think I have to do that in the menu, but I'd be really interested to see what his stats were. All right, let's head back to our puppies. Do we want to mark some territory along the way? We probably should, because our territory is spread out so far right now. What we might do is we might go back and drop our meat chunk down. Whoa. Give the puppies a little bit of food. We're okay as far as sleepiness is concerned, so we might come down and take a few more territories, either down or up. I haven't decided. If we go up, we obviously have to take it from other packs, but we know our power couple will be fine. At least I hope so. I mean, potentially 3 wolves could come after us and we could be outnumbered. And we did take a few hits from that deer. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, that was a long hunt. Very long. Oh, but the day is it's like spring and it's beautiful. I feel like Kiba is really happy and excited to have her puppies. She's never done this before. She really loves Bane. Really loves him. She feels like they complete each other. Oh, lavender. Oh, they are such a good power couple. They really are. Okay, and we are getting home. Let's see. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. We'll play with our puppies a little more just to fix some of that affinity that went down, and then we'll go mark some territory. We won't be able to do too much because of how tired they are, but once we come back, we can sleep a couple times, get our pups a little more fed. Ugh. I cannot wait to see how this family grows and what they become. I ran right past it. Here you go. Hi, babies. Hi. Wow. Bane is such a powerful wolf. He came right back and was like, I want to make sure every pack that's nearby or stranger wolf that's nearby knows this is my spot. These are my pups and you're not going to do anything to hurt them. Okay, you guys want a little snack before mom and dad have to leave again? There we go. All right. Get that little snack. And then I think I'm gonna munch on this meat chunk real quick. There we go. Aspen, go eat. What are you doing? Oh, Mikhail's got the bear. I'm so glad that they do that. So the frisbee is really similar. If you bring the frisbee back, they play with that too. And that was actually one of the achievements I earned on my own, which is look what the wolf dragged in. That's what that achievement is. If you bring anything back to your den, you get that achievement. Just in case you're playing on your own and you want to know how to do that. Okay, let's see. No, let's teach you some tail stuff. That's how to be confident. You see that? Confidence. Be confident in yourself. Aspen's like, I don't know, Mom. I don't feel very confident. Okay, try a confident tail wag. How do we feel about that? Teo! Teo, you are gonna give me a heart attack. Okay. Alright. Back in the den. We got to play a little bit. Go back in. Maybe Mama will bring you something even better back. Maybe the frisbee. Who knows? Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to call Bane back. I feel like he looks so majestic up there. Just in case we do get in a tussle with some wolves, I think I want him next to me. There we go. Okay. So I'm kind of tempted to actually come up and take this and just keep these 3, because you really only need 15. But obviously, if we end up taking these, we will have more of a struggle with wolves. Other wolves, stranger wolves, even dispersal wolves. But I really, really want this other den that I happen to know about. And it's in one of those territories. So we're gonna do it. Hopefully no drama happens and we just sneak in and out and they don't even know what took their territory because we were so stealthy. And Bane is coming, right? Yes, he is. He's so dark. I can't see him sometimes. Okay, so we've got the scent in our little compass. We're looking for it, and we're just gonna take it over. It seemed like a pretty weak spot anyway, so it shouldn't be an issue. Okay. It's just up here. Oh, that would be great if we could take the top 5. We kind of hurt ourselves by going with the 3rd one first, but it'll be fine. We'll make sure we get them. I would love to be able to take over the blue pack area. It has a name. I just can't remember what it is right off the top of my head. Oh, we took it. So that is the Prospect Peak pack. Yes. So we're gonna make both of these packs a little bit angry with us. It might mean that we get attacked by them a little more often, but the den is worth it, I promise. All right, we're gonna go this way. Now these two up ahead are a little stronger. They have over 50%. You can tell because it's got the extra line. Oh, this one's not. This one is though. So we'll have to kind of watch out and make sure. Den? Really? But where? Uh-oh. I think it's gonna be down there. It's gotta be. I did hear the shaking sound, which could just be the fact I was in scent view, but usually when you hear that, it's because there's wolves nearby. I don't smell a den, but we're apparently close to one. Oh, we're apparently really close to one. I'm just looking because it wouldn't hurt to have one really close by. Is it over here? I feel like it's gonna be over here. Where are you, Den? I think it's gonna be a hole in the ground one. But where? Up here? Wait. I think we might have went just past it. Right here. There we go. Okay, so there's another one we can add to the list. Okay. So this is where we need to be a little careful. I know we've got our power couple, but they did take a hit and they are pretty tired, so we don't want to lose them right away. I'm not playing on Iron Wolf though, so if something does happen and Kiba in the game does die, I will just start from the last save. However, after her, we might potentially talk about playing on Accurate. I haven't played on Accurate in a little bit. It is very hard and it is filled with tragedy. The likelihood of you losing your life, your mate losing their life, you losing puppies is really high and Accurate, hence the name. The name is Accurate. It's really difficult. It's not impossible. I've done it where I haven't lost a single pup and both me and my mate were still alive, but it is very difficult. Okay, we're gonna go take this next one all the way down. Whew. We're getting there. I'm kind of also looking for a rocky area because that's where the den I keep mentioning is. It's like a big rocky area and it's got just the best den in my opinion. It's another rocky one and I would have no issue having Kiba take her pups to this den if we needed to. Because fleas will eventually get bad. Like you can already tell, we've got 4%, which is really low. But the longer that the pups are in the den, or if we sleep in the den, we make it a lot worse if we sleep in the den. It'll start going up faster and faster and faster. It makes hunts harder because you're so itchy. It makes the pack affinity go down even quicker because they're so itchy. So it's best if we move, like right when it hits 30%, that's the time to move. Woo! I ran right past it. Okay, well, I still ran past it. Here we go. And we're gonna tinkle. And we're gonna tinkle again. I think I saw something moving down there and I was wondering if it was a pack wolf. No? Well, we took it. We took it from them. So I just have to find that rocky area. I'm trying to remember where it is. I think it's over here, maybe? There should be like a rocky pillar. It should be obvious. Ooh. I do believe we have gone too far. I don't think it's up here. Yeah. We might have to find it another time, but I know it exists. I feel like it's down this way for some reason. So we'll go this way and then we're gonna head back towards the den because we don't want to leave our pups for too long. Oh, I'm just so surprised that they only had 3. That was actually the lowest of what I was expecting. That being said though, you can have 1. I think I've even had one where I had 2. But usually I'm always hopeful for like between 5 and 7. I have no idea where this den is. but I wanted it. Oh, it's over there. It's over there. You see that rocky stuff in the distance? That's where it is. Silly me. We went too far. Well, we'll go discover it real quick, and then we'll head back to our puppies. But the other reason I like it is it's kind of like right above this whole plains area. And once we get to a certain point in the game, a plains area where you can kind of see everything will be extremely helpful when the pups are being weaned off of the regurgitated meat, when we start have to bringing them actual meat back. Okay, yeah, here it is. Here it is. Silly, silly me. I think it's, is it right here? It's right here. There it is. So hopefully this will be the den that we end up moving the pups to when our fleas reach an unbearable level. And it happens surprisingly fast, especially if you sleep in the den, which I have done. When there are storms out or when it's snowing, even though in real life wolf pups can handle severe weather pretty well, like they're sturdy. Even for being young and small, they're sturdy creatures. They were built for the wild. But because I don't mind sleeping in the den when it's storming out, I'm like, oh, let's go inside and not have wet coats and smell like wet dogs. But then, yep, the fleas get really bad. Okay, we're getting close. We have really tired ourselves out, so we're gonna need that full 2 sleeps to get our purple bar back, and by that time our pups are gonna be really hungry. So we'll have a lot to do in the next episode between getting more territory, hunting. It's gonna be a lot, but taking care of pups in general is a lot. Oh, hello again. I don't appreciate how much you hurt me last time. I'm not hunting you. You don't have to be afraid. They're like, nope, we don't trust you. Oh, I have to go get the frisbee. I forgot about the frisbee. Well, we can do that in another episode. Maybe we'll have a dedicated scavenger hunt episode. Maybe when the pups are just a little bit older. Okay, let's call them out. Hello. All right, let's do a little bit of play, because our affinity went down a little bit. Oh, look, let's do a roll. Oh, spinnies! And Teo's got the bear again. They're fighting over the bear. Mikhail, why are you by yourself? Let's do another roll. Let's see if one of them rolls with us. Bane seems like a really serious parent. Like, we're the fun-loving, playful parent, and we want to do cute stuff with the kids. But he seems really serious. Like, I have to keep a lookout. I want to make sure they're okay. Oh, no, he loosened up a little. Oh, I like to think that his chin is white because he's an older wolf, and so some of his fur has started to white on his chin, because dogs do that. So I think I like that as far as his story goes. His chin is white because he's really starting to age as a wolf. Gosh, I can't believe he's 5. I didn't really think about that in picking him, but I like that he's older, you know? Okay, it's storming, so we're gonna tell the wolves to go home, and this will be one of those cases where we sleep in the den. But since we have another den so close by picked out, we can actually just move them if the fleas get too bad. All right, let's head in there. Bane. Bane. Bane, honey. Bane, you're in the way. Are you gonna go in? We'll go in there. If you're gonna go in, go in. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going in. Oh, look at our babies. Oh, they're so dark you almost can't see them. All right, we're gonna give ourselves a little sleep here. Oh, she's dreaming. I hope it's good dreams. So far, it looks really good. Oh, I think this means she's at peace with her place. Okay, let's see how they're doing. Okay, they are hungry again, so we might pop out, give them a little bit of food, and then sleep outside since the rain has passed. There's no reason to sleep in there twice. Call pups out. I'm gonna do a quick scan to see if any other wolves are coming. Call Bane over just in case. Let's feed our babies. Hopefully Bane will also have some of his food left to give them. Oh, there he is. I was like, he was over here. I don't see anything moving really in the distance, so that's making me happy. Anytime you take over packed territories like that, there's always a concern that they're just gonna show up. Aspen, you need more food? Here you go. Aww. Alright, let's do a couple of little rolls. How full are they now? They're just playing now, so... Teo, you need to eat, honey. Thank you. Thank you. I like Kiba is just there like, you're gonna eat your food. You're gonna eat it. If she does that, that's for me. Because I'm the one that's like, I don't care that it's hard food and not special food. Where are y'all going? Teo's gonna give me a heart attack. I can already tell. Alright, let's plop down for another sleep. No dreams this time, but here comes the sun. And then we'll have to end the episode here. Ooh, I heard another wolf howl. That's a little concerning. Oh, here comes the snow. Do we see any other wolves? I don't have any food to regurgitate. I'm just gonna, well, they're going to Bane to get food. Okay. Well, that is actually all of the time that we really have for this episode, you guys. Bane's like, no. You're scaring your mother. I'm just bringing you back. But food, Teo says. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give the like button a tickle and a poke for me. And then if you want to see more of these episodes and other episodes, I see coyotes. Go home. Go home. Go home. I don't think so. I don't think so. Nope. We got an achievement! Nobody messes with me. Defend your den from predators. Okay, go home. There we go. Okay, so they interrupted the outro, but that's okay. No pups were injured. Nobody was hurt. Bane is making sure they know this is our territory. Don't come back. So next time, hopefully our little girl and Bane will get some more food for the puppies. Again, leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more, ring the bell if you want notifications. Thank you so much again. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!